Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Happy Thursday. Today I'm going to be doing pack 7 of the Agora Models and Hachette Artworks release of Build Giga's Alien. So we're building the alien build today, and as you can see, this is the leg completed, finished from the last pack. It is able to bend and stuff like that. Absolutely looks brilliant. Look, check this out. Bigger than I thought it would be, but let me just put that down. Now, there is going to be some slight changes this week, because, you know, I'm doing a Agora Models week, but unfortunately time has got the better of me, and I'm not going to be able to get a video out tomorrow. In fact, I'm not actually here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, so the next video on the channel is going to be Wednesday. I will try and get some footage from Telford for you. Obviously, I'm seeing the folks from Agora Models on the Saturday there, and I'll hopefully get that up on Monday evening for you. So I just wanted to give you an idea of what's happening on the channel in the next 5 days. But today we are working on the alien. We're going to be doing one of the arms today. Now, I have worked on this since Monday, so what I've been doing is I've been putting all the magnets in place now, so that I don't have to get in a mess, putting the magnets in and waiting for things to dry. So I should be able to just brisk through these stages, no problems, because they've all been done. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description, and you can get this all the way from pack 1. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Now, once again, this video is actually sponsored by Uniformation, the folks behind this fabulous GK2 printer that I've got behind me. As you know, I have been printing the Maximilian, but I've also been printing a Wonder Woman figurine. Check this out. This is looking absolutely brilliant. It's going to be the first figurine that I've done on the channel and the first figurine that I'm going to paint. So this is that printer. This is the awesome Uniformation GK2 8K resin printer. This machine is so easy to set up and boasts a massive 10.3 inch build volume for larger model prints. Being an 8K machine, it has a HD resolution of 7680 x 4320 pixels on a monochrome screen. It has a very unique heating system that ensures your resin is a suitable temperature, and also a revolutionary air filtration system to filter out harmful fumes. The user-friendly design has a flip-top lid to ensure your printer is always kept clean, a quick-release build plate and vat tray, and an ingenious leveling system that will ensure you get perfect prints all of the time. I'm shortly going to be demonstrating the power of this machine by printing a scale model of Maximilian from Disney's The Black Hole, so be sure to subscribe to see my progress with that. Also, check out the Uniformation website for more details how to purchase this amazing 3D printer, and also a discount code which you'll find in the video description. And also in the video description, I put a QR code on the screen there as well. They've also got an Instagram post at the moment, which is actually a giveaway that's happening for Black Friday, so be sure to check that out. So it's all going to start in stage 45, and we've got all of these pieces here, and as you can see, I have already put the magnets in where they go, so I don't have to worry about that. And as a matter of fact, it is telling me to actually do the magnets pretty much in 2 stages, so that's going to fit over there like that when it's in. Okay, put that to one side. Now, if you remember in the last pack, we were working on the hand looking like this. We have got another section here to create some parts for. We've got some fingers to put on. And it's just a case of lining them up with the holes and pushing these into place. They do snap in, no problems at all. So that's one in there. We've got the really long one here, and that one's clipped into place. And the last one, I don't know, is this a thumb? I don't know the alien anatomy. And that one's into place just like that there. Now, they do want these glued into place, so I'm just doing that now on each lug here, and when they're in place they should look like that. Now, both of these hands are now going to be joined together, so this tab that we got here is going to go on this side, and then we've got another tab in this pack which is going to go into the middle there, which means I've got 3 screws to put in place, and that's just these black screws that come in this pack. So let's get all of these screws into place. Now, putting this one in isn't done until the next stage, but I've got ahead of myself there, I think, because I wanted to create the hand. So that's done. Let's put that to one side. And the last thing to do is, as you can see, we've got some strip lighting here. We're going to be putting this into the head. They do want us to test this. You can test this if you wanted to. Now, if you remember, we did put a light in here earlier on. This light just here. I want to take this new light and I'm going to be plugging this into this light here. And what that's going to do is it's going to be extending that light out to this panel here. Now this panel is going right along this section just here. So the lead does go around the outside here so I can get this into place. So I'm going to remove the backing now and put this in. As you can see, that's all in place. Perfect. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So, I'm going to open all the parts for stage 46. And you will notice that I've already got this section here and I've already put the magnets on it. As you can see, it holds itself no problems at all. I can put that to one side because I've got this little joint here that I'm going to need to put a pin through. Now this is the wrist joint, so just get the pin through there like that. Now I see why we're not meant to put this bit in now. So I'm just taking this tab out here, and the reason that we don't put this bit in now is because we need to be able to make this come apart a little bit, just so we can get this bit in. So that's going to go in there. Make sure it fits flush into that joint like that. We can now put this on. That's going to hold that into place. So I will put my screws back in here. See, I thought I was being clever then. Shows what I know. Okay, and I'll just put the one in this side as well. Now that in itself is going to stop that falling out because we do have some tabs holding this into place. But to keep that in place and give it a little bit of extra support, we do have a bracket to put over, which needs to go in this way, just over the top like this, in there. And again, black screws, which I've got in this bag to hold that in. Now I'm going to be putting the palm of the hand in, so I'm putting some glue just on the pegs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more, 6, and then get this into place. You do need to manipulate this to get this in. Not the easiest thing, but there you go. That is in just like that. Excellent. We got a hand. Put that to one side, and I now need this bit of skin looking like that. And I've got 2 bits of piping to put in here, just like we've been doing throughout this build. So I'll cut off the ends, and I'm very generous on the glue now. Before I was just putting spots in, but yeah, you're going to need lots of glue. Put that in here. What I will do is just put a clamp just over that middle section right there, so that doesn't move anywhere. Put that to one side. Bring over the head again, and where we extended this strip down, we're going to do exactly the same on this back section. So once again, plug the female cable here into the male cable, just like that. Take the adhesive off. And then put this into this channel here. Now that means we've got 2 cables coming off this. We've got the one for the motor here, looking like that. And we've got the one for the lights here. If I put the bottom of this head on, I want to ensure that those cables come out through that hole just there. So, if I just get that lined up now, both of those pieces together, and as you can see, the cables here now are coming out through the bottom there. So that's how the head's looking. Be good to see that lit up, because it's looking pretty impressive, isn't it? But that's all there is to do in that stage. So we've got the parts for stage 47 here. And the first thing it wants us to do is take this skin and once again put the magnets in, which I've already done. And then put this part on top, which again has already got the magnets in. They just clip in like that. It's great having that already done, isn't it? Put that to one side and bringing back over what we're working on where we put this pipe in. We've got some more pipe in just to put in at this top section here. And that's these two pieces here. So let's cut off the ends and do a quick dry fit in here. They're going to go into this section just at the end here and here. So I'll get them glued in. Again, I can use clamps on this just to help that. Perfect. Put that to one side. So what I want to do now is build up onto this section here. So I'm going to be putting this section in like that. And then the other side of this is going on top just like that there. That's going to hold the hand in place, as you can see. Turn this over and I want to put that in with these black screws. And this time we need 6 of these. So that's looking like that. Let's put that to one side. And now we've got the 2 bits of skin that's going to go over here. Now you can see we've got some holes in this side here. And we've got some tabs in this side here. So I'm going to have to put some glue inside this and match everything up so it's one piece along this edge. So let's put some glue along this edge. This build does use a lot of glue. And make sure it's the right edge that's going on here. So this is going to be going on kind of like this. Now you need something to push down on these sections here. So that's where it's going to be best to put this skin actually onto the alien arm. And as you can see, it enables you to hold this section in by pushing down along that bodywork underneath. We're only gluing one side at the moment. I'm definitely seeing now why we need the magnets, because they do keep that into place so we can actually do this. I'm going to let that dry just for a second. Put that to one side. Because I just want to be putting these 2 parts of metal together. Like that. These are held in with the silver screws. And one here. Now the last things to do, we're not actually gluing anything in place now. We've got this side that we haven't attached. We're still waiting for this side to actually set. But I do have this collar which is going over here. And eventually that's going to be joined up there to make the hand. But we're not gluing that part in yet either at the moment. Just making sure this is fitting into the holes in here. So all the seams now are at the same side of what we haven't connected, as you can see. But to hold that kind of in place of where it's actually going to go, I can move this around like this. A little bit tricky. And actually just gently put this metal section in. Again, I'm not gluing this at the moment. This is just going in to hold things in place into there. So this is what the arm is currently looking like. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Now in stage 48, we're going to start doing the upper side of the arm. And as you can see, I've only got 3 little parts in here. And the reason for that is because this massive skin piece that we've got here, as you can see, I've already put the magnets in. But we are going to be putting these piping onto this section here. So the first one is just going to be going around this section here. Let's get that glued in. And again, I'll just use my clamps just to keep that side in. Perfect. And I'll put the other pipes in just on this side. And again, plenty of clamps along here just to hold that into place like that. Excellent. But when that's done, that's all there is to do in that stage. Now in stage 49, as you can see, I've only got some piping because it's a very similar thing that we're going to be doing. Now we do have these sections here, which are actually going to make up the shoulder area. And I have already put the magnets into these, as you can see. So that's done. Let's just keep them to one side. Because once again, we've got this piece now, which once again, magnets already been put in. But I am going to be putting the piping on. It's going to be going along this edge just here. So this one, B9, is going to go in there like that. And then the other one is just going to be going this way round on here. Let's get that in. And there you go, that's that pipe in place just like that. Now into this section here on the other side, we do have this bit of rubber to put in. I'm just trying to figure out which way around it goes. It is shaped, so it tells you which way around it's going. It's going to go in like that. So again, I'm going to glue this into place. And that's just going to go in there like that. So because I've already put the magnets into these two sections here, that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 50, let's get the parts out for this. They want me to put magnets into this section here, which I've already done, as you can see. And we also need to do the same on the other side here. Now, most of the instructions are telling you how to put the magnets by using these parts that we've got here and to line them up exactly where they're going on the ends here. I've already done that, as you can see. I've already put the magnets in. But we are going to be assembling this together. So to do that, I'm just going to take everything away and bring over the arm that we created right at the start. And I can actually now just remove this and remove the skin, because that should have stuck together now. I'm going to remove this middle section that I put in as well. And then I'm just going to slip the skin off like this. Perfect. Because I'm going to now be adding onto this section here. So to do that, I need these large washers, which are going to go over the end there. This section's going to be going in here like that. Another washer on this side. This one's going to be going in here like this, to piece them both together. Now in stage 50, we do have this massive silver screw and nut. Let's get that open. And I want to put the bolt through that side and the nut through this side and screw that in. Because you do want a tight joint there. Excellent. Now I want to hold this in with these black screws. So 2 this side. And then 2 on the other side, just here and here. So that's in place like that. Just put that to one side. Once again, I'm going to create another one of these sections here. So this is just going to go over the top, just like that. Once again, held in with the silver screws. And with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. So to start this stage, they just want us to put this section here just into the point here and put the magnets in so that they all line up. Now these, I haven't actually put the magnets in. Surprised at myself there. I'm normally good with that. But in the hard plastic, I do put the magnets in just with normal glue. And that's the magnets in place just like that. I'll put that to one side while and let that dry. Okay, bringing the arm back over, I've got this massive section here now, which is going to hide this joint here. I want to ensure it goes on this way, so that the holes here are going over the holes in the middle there. So 1, and line up the other one there, 2. Get them all the way through the holes, and do the same on the other side. Now I want to hold these in place with these flange screws. Once that's in, I want to put a layer of glue in here and hold this section together. I then want to be taking the skin that we had right from the start. We're going to be putting all of this back together now. So making sure that this hole is over that section just there. And I'm going to be starting to glue this side together. So, got my string here. I'm going to do bits at a time, I think. So let's do 2 holes at a time. You know what? I realised string isn't cutting it on this one now. So I am using cable ties now. The reason I didn't use cable ties before was because they're a pain to cut off. But let's get these all the way down now. And there you go, check that out. Look how many cable ties I've got on that just to keep that round. That's hard. You really have to pull that skin around to get that on there. So I'm going to let that set for a little while because I do have to put this collar here onto this section here. And obviously I've got a cable tie in the way at the moment. So I will get that on in a second. But while that's doing that, I can continue because now I can put these sides onto the top of the arm. And I'm going to bring over this side of the shoulder because I'm about to put this joint into place. And to put that into place, I'm just going to hold these together like that. And I'm going to be putting some screws and a bolt through this side. And they look just like this. So drop the screw in there. Put the bolt in this side. Get it to lie flat in there. And then screw that in. And when they're both in, they should look just like that. I'm going to be taking this shoulder piece over. I've got this rubber collar to put over the top there. Then I'm going to be putting this over the top of that. Making sure that's compressed nice and tight in there. So all you want to do then is take this section here, put this one on here, put what we just created on the top. That should fit flush in there like that. And then we're going to be holding this in from, let me get this right, this side here with 4 screws. Actually, I think it's 5 screws this time. It is 5 screws because 1 screw goes right down the centre of this shaft here. So that is how the arm is now looking. And the last thing to do is we're going to be putting these skins on each side here. One that side and one this side. You see the magnets are keeping that in. And I'm going to be joining these up exactly like I did to this front section here. So I'll do that. We'll come back and see how this looks. So that is everything on the arm completed. You see how many cable ties I've got on here? The only other thing I've got to do, which I'm not actually going to do at the moment because I do want these cable ties to have time to actually glue this in place, will I be putting these in place as well. So this one's going to be going on here like that. And that one's going to be going on there just like that. So in the thumbnail for this video, you will see the completed arm, but that is what it's looking like. Pretty crazy, huh? Okay, let's move on to the next stage. This is the final stage of this pack, and it's quite an easy stage actually because we're starting on the next arm. So just like last time, we are just going to be putting these 2 parts together, getting some silver screws and screwing these into place. Just like that. Put that to one side, and then once again I'm going to be putting the fingers onto this side of the hand, and I'm just gluing these smaller sections in here, and then using a black screw just to put that one in there and screw that into place. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So I have left it a while just to give time for this to dry and stuff, but that is the completed arm looking just like that. How cool does that look? And it can move and articulate, no problems at all. Big. It's really big, isn't it? I hope you like that. That was a really, really tough stage. But you know what? The secret to this build, and I said it last time as well, is to actually glue things and let the glue dry. This isn't something you're going to do in one sitting. This is something you're going to be taking your time over a good week or so. But if you do want to get this for yourself, I have put a link down in the video description. You can get this all the way from pack 1. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.